Okay, hello everybody, welcome to TìandTarot, or welcome back to TìandTarot if you've been here before. So today's reading is a pick a pile reading, and this is all about how the situation in your mind will resolve. So if you don't know how pick a pile readings work, I'll get into that with you now. But essentially you just want to pick the pile you feel most intuitively drawn to, either based on the energy of the pile, the crystal or object on top, the numbers in the timestamps or the numbers of the pile, and the zodiac signs in the timestamps below. So you can choose using any number of those things or all of those things if you want. But yeah, so for the objects on top today, we have earrings. So for pile 1, these are the earrings we have. Multicoloured gemmed crosses. For pile 2 we've got suns, and for pile 3 we have pearls. So, once you have chosen your pile, there will be a timestamp in the description box below for you to find your reading more easily, and I will meet you there. Bye! Okay, hello pile 1, welcome to your reading. I really like these ones that you've chosen, they're so cute. Of course, I would say that though, I did get them for myself. But I think they're cute, and you made a great choice. So, let's get into your oracle cards. So you have winter. Introspection, difficulty, hibernation. It is a time for introspection. Be prepared for a challenge. So if we're talking about a situation, I would say straight away with this card, the way I'm sort of seeing that is that there might not be a lot of closure around this situation. Because when I think of introspection, I view that as like a healing tool to not get bogged down by, things that you can't control. A good way to do that is introspection. So when we sort of have introspection, difficulty, hibernation, I see you kind of retreating, going inward, thinking about things really objectively so that you can determine, what went wrong here, and also reestablish that situations can be unfair and sometimes it has nothing to do with you, sometimes it does, but that introspection helps you determine that. But there's a lot of wisdom with this card as well, especially with the owl. So yeah, I'm seeing you handling this very well, whatever this situation is. Let's get your tarot cards on this situation. How will this thing on your mind resolve for you, pile 1? And then we'll also get some tea cards. So you have the Empress. Yes, lots of wisdom. Lots of wisdom. You're handling this situation very maturely with a lot of intelligence. The High Priestess. Yeah. Crazy wisdom cards right now. And then what else? Oh, there's too many. Okay, we're gonna have to take them, but the one that dropped was the Queen of Swords, which I think is interesting because she has an owl here. She's like befriended the owl, and there's an owl here. So you're going to be very harmonious with the truth, with a lot of intelligence. You're going to befriend and be harmonious with a lot of spiritual wisdom and insight. And then I'm also taking these cards for you. So you have the Hanged One in reverse. You have the Knight of Cups in reverse. You have the Ace of Swords. You have the Six of Swords in reverse and the King of Swords in reverse. Is that another owl? Let me see. No, it's not. It's little butterflies. Okay. Lots of like white animals going on here. I don't know what that means because I know like what white horses mean. Which is about like success, love, luck. So potentially, if I'm to interpret it that way, because you do have a white horse here, but you've also got all these other animals as well. I would say the way this situation is going to resolve is with you having a brand new insight and outlook on whatever this is. So let's say if it was a romantic relationship, you're going to have this new outlook on relationships after this situation, where you look at relationships in a much more like mature, intelligent kind of, not that emotions are a bad thing, but in an emotionless way, like in a way where like if someone tried to manipulate you, it wouldn't really work because you can see very clearly through it. So you're looking at things with sort of this omniscient point of view, while this person's looking here in the moment, this owl that she has befriended has all eyes on the situation, is looking at everything from a different perspective. So you're getting different angles from here on out on this situation and on future situations like this. So whatever happened, there's some sort of gain for you, some sort of gain in terms of your skill and your ability to look at things and observe things from a distance and see things in a way that other people can't see them. Especially because you've got the Hanged Man, so about that shift in perspective. You've got the hibernation, which is also shifting your perspective while you're in that period, along with the introspection, the High Priestess, and the Empress, so definitely, and the Ace of Swords, so definitely a shift in perspective. I don't think you're going to get closure from this situation, but that doesn't mean you're not going to do really well or like recover or heal, because that's the complete opposite of what we're seeing. So even if this scenario doesn't provide any closure, even if there's an individual involved here who refuses to provide closure, you don't need it, because you can actually heal and work on it yourself and recover from the situation without them so that you come out on top. There's a lot of sword energy. We have the Queen of Swords upright, then the King of Swords in reverse. So lots of well-roundedness. I see you being very independent because of this situation and actually going on to enjoy your life so much more because of it, because you've either chosen to step away from it, heal from it, recover from it, forget about it, or embrace it in some kind of way. I can see a lot of happiness, joy, independence for you. You're going to be so much more authentically you and so much more honest about you. You're not going to try and conform or change anymore. So in this situation, you might have tried to conform in order to accomplish this thing, but it didn't work out, and so you're like, right, you know what, next time there's no point doing that, I'm just going to be me. So I think you're embracing your authentic self and being so much more vulnerable with your feelings without being involved, if that makes sense, because I'm getting a sense of like intellectualism, pulling your emotions away. So like, say, you know the saying, put your heart on your sleeve. You can still do that without it being there for the taking or there to get hurt, because I'm getting with the reverse card here, something about you is transforming in a way where you can still be so emotionally mature, open, vulnerable without taking things to heart or without, being affected by the cruelty of others, because you're realizing like, oh, that's a you problem. Like, that's not, something for you to deal with. That's their own issues. And then you're like, cool, you're not someone worth talking to. You know what I mean? Like, you're so much better at making up your mind about people, about moving away from something and not looking back. I definitely see you walking away from whatever this situation is. And because of that, gaining a lot of clarity. Being so much more independent, loving your life more, living a very unique path. It's changing the way that you live your life. Because with the Queen of Swords, there is that element of you having a unique path. Ooh. Okay, so I just pulled some tea cards to kind of clear this up, because the way I've been interpreting this is definitely as like a relationship gone wrong. And we have want you back, same shit, different day, bad karma. So the way I'm sort of seeing this is that you kind of being indifferent, you are living your best life for you. Like, you're just a very mature, intelligent person. So you know how to take care of yourself, how to hibernate, do that introspection, have those difficult moments with yourself so that you can heal, recover, and go out into the world as a so much better version of yourself, as a freer, more unique version of yourself. But I think that makes it even more overwhelming / distressing / upsetting for whoever was left behind in this situation, because they kind of want you to be like heartbroken over them. No one does something cruel or unkind, because that's the vibe I'm getting here, without that being the intention. If they wanted to do something they thought you'd like, they would do something nice. You know what I mean? So they clearly were hoping you wouldn't like it, that you would be hurt and upset, and the fact that you're not, like, you're able to talk about your feelings, heal from them, but you're not wasting any more time on this person or this situation, definitely affects them. Because you've come to a new realization with this shift in perspective, doing all this introspection, you've come to a conclusion about this person that no matter what, they seem determined to stay the same, that they're quite a stagnant energy, and that they don't do the introspection and the things they need to do in order to change and heal. They just kind of put up a facade. They're quite manipulative. They say they're different for one day, but then they're right back to it. And you recognize that with this person, nothing good could come of it. Like, nothing good comes of this situation. Nothing good comes of being around them. So you're pulling away from this situation. I see you fully walking away from it, gaining a new perspective on them, but also situations going forward as well, on how to handle situations going forward. I see you you're already a very intelligent person, but you're just gaining new amazing perspectives that come from a very intelligent point of view. You're gaining a lot of wisdom from this situation and living your best life and actually having fun and enjoying it. Like, their presence in your life, however temporary, has not negatively impacted the positive trajectory of your life, which drives them insane, but it's really great for you. So that is what I'm seeing for you, pile 1. If you enjoyed this reading, please like, comment and subscribe, as it really helps the channel out. If you were drawn to any other pile, please feel free to check that out now. If not, I hope to see you here next week on Fridays for another reading on TìandTarot. Bye! Okay, hello pile 2, welcome to your reading. So you chose the little sun earrings, which I'm going to place here. And let's see your card. Oh, okay, so you have Dragonfly, Adaptability, Presence and Acceptance. Be present in the moment and enjoy the journey. I like that. Okay, so let's get your cards. Ooh! Okay, so your first card is the King of Wands in reverse, which has a lion on it, which I like because of all this sun energy. It's giving Leo, you know. Oh, sunflowers, yeah. Lots of sun energy. So you have Death in reverse as well. You have the Three of Swords in reverse. You have the Nine of Wands. And you have Justice in reverse. Okay. I think you're going to be like taking a very carefree approach to this situation. In terms of it, how it's going to resolve, it's definitely affecting you for the better, in the sense that, like, we have the Death card here, which means letting something go in order to gain something new. So whatever this thing is, whatever this situation is, you're moving away from it. You're letting it go and you're letting justice take over and handle it. Like, you're not trying to seek karma for this situation. You're just going to let the universe figure it out and reward you if you've been through something tough, or if you haven't, then reward, you know, the other person or this situation in some kind of way. Like, it's, let's say as well, if it's like a opportunity that you missed, you're really accepting that that wasn't the one for you and you're just going to go for another one. Like, it could be anything like that, but either way, you're very accepting, which is a really lovely thing to see, because you know that your future holds a lot of opportunity for you. You know that your future is bright, especially because you picked the sun earrings. Then you've got this lion here, and then you've got the sunflowers. Because you are sort of this positive, bright, happy, bubbly, yellow sunshine energy, positivity, because you're all of that positive energy, only good things are like on their way to you. And I think as well, like, when you have so many signs like this with the sunflowers, the Leo, even dragonfly, when you think of dragons, you know, fire breathing, I think there's a strong essence of, like, you will get the rewards and recognition you are owed, and you will be getting praised, recognised, a lot of attention, a lot of eyes on you for the good things that you do and bring to the world. So I see this ending very positively in your favour in terms of transformation, letting go of this thing, moving on from it, taking a carefree approach, letting justice handle it. You know, if there was any sort of heartbreak, because this is in reverse, you're recovering from that, you're healing from that, especially with the King of Wands as well. I see a lot of you healing from that, and because you have enjoyed the journey and be present in the moment. So I definitely see you being unaffected by this. Love triangle, third party, multiple lovers, choices. Okay. Drama starter. Happiness hater. Interesting. So that's just given me like a little bit of more clarity on what your situation might have potentially been and how this is going to turn out. Like with love triangle here, if someone has betrayed you in some kind of way like that, potentially because this third person, I just want to say this third person isn't, if this is about a relationship where, you know, someone has sort of come in and sort of home-wrecked in some kind of way, this home-wrecker person isn't doing it because they're interested in this person. They're doing it because they didn't like to see you or that person happy, and they were trying to ruin that and get their way in, start drama, start issues. That was their goal. So obviously if you remove yourself from the equation and take the drama away, you know, take that opportunity for drama and stealing happiness away, eventually this thing will fizzle out. So I think that might be why, you know, you can leave it up to, you know, fate to deal with this Justice card, because you know that that's not a serious thing. There is nothing good in that situation. Even if those two stay together forever to save face, you know, they're not going to be happy. It's not like a positive situation for them. And you know that, and by removing yourself, because you've got a lot of happiness to give with the sunflowers, the lion, the suns, because you have so much happiness, it was like a beacon to this person, you know, an energy vampire. They just wanted it. So the second you take yourself away from that and you take your energy off to the side here, they're left with nothing to take anymore, and so they'll probably leave this situation inevitably when it gets boring, or stay to save face but be unhappy themselves. So I think that's how that would resolve if you were asking about that type of thing. Either way, for anybody going through anything, I see that because you've taken your light and your energy with you, this is going to affect either the other parties involved or whatnot in a negative way, or the opportunity in a negative way. They may even resort to talking about you negatively because they need to have your name in their mouth. Like, they need to talk about you. But it doesn't affect you at all because you're living your life, enjoying your journey, focusing on that and enjoying the feeling of being somebody who is so light as a presence and so happy and bubbly and lovely. You're enjoying that feeling and you're allowing that to grow something new for you, grow a new journey for you. So you're going to be really unaffected by this situation, and it's going to progress you forward in a really positive way, which is really lovely. Love to see it. You're going to be seizing a lot of opportunities. There's going to be a lot of up-leveling on its way to you, a lot of healing, a lot of growth, and a lot of enjoyment as well. But I see for the other party, there will not be. So that was your reading, pile 2. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, comment and subscribe, and if you felt drawn to any other piles, please feel free to check those out now. If not, I hope to see you here next week on Fridays for another reading on TìandTarot. Bye! Okay, hello my pile 3s, welcome to your reading. So you chose the little pearl earrings, and your card is Mountain. Strength, constancy, unmoving, remain confident in yourself and your path. And we have the number 1 here, so it's giving the self, it's giving Aries. You know, being that ram, being determined, being solid, being the foundation you need. So I see you handling things really well, because a lot of the times if you're asking about a situation, potentially a challenging one, the idea is that the mountain is something you need to overcome, whereas you are the mountain. Like, you're becoming it, you're absorbing it, you're making friends with it, you know. So you're handling things really well in a really unique way with this situation. So your first card is the Tower in reverse, of course. Because you're handling things so well, you are the chaos. Like, you are the thing for others to, you know, look out for. You have the 6 of Wands. Oh, okay, community, love it. The 6 of Cups, yeah, big on the community, 100%. I shuffled these good too. Knight of Wands, love that. I'll just put that one there. And maybe one more card. The 5 of Swords. Okay. So there was a situation where You might have felt like you had to walk away from something. It could be friendships as well. It could be like a friend group. It could be like an opportunity. You just felt very hard done by it, and you were. But you're just taking what you have left and leaving. Like, you're handling it really well. You're picking yourself back up, dusting yourself off. Like, you were almost like evicted from the tower, if that makes sense. Which is really hard to deal with. And it takes, like, you know, a lot of strength to be able to conquer that. So with the little butterflies here, I see you transforming because you're becoming much stronger, because you're recognizing, like, rather than be evicted from the tower, you want to be the tower, you want to be the chaos, you want to be the mountain. Like, you want to be the structure, the stability in your life. You don't want that structure and stability to be dependent on somebody else or something else that is unstable. So you're going to make it stable within yourself. So by that I mean, like, rather than be like, the only thing that makes me happy in life is this friendship or this person or whatnot. If that person then decides to up and leave, or if you decide you don't like that person, then all of a sudden you're going to feel like all the happiness in your life is gone because you invested all your happiness into that thing. So instead of doing that, you're investing your happiness in yourself. You're putting yourself first with the number 1 here, and you're investing all your love and your happiness into you. And that is creating a solid foundation for future community with others. So the way I see this resolving is you fall out of touch or out of sync with your community that you thought was the one for you, that you felt really connected to. So then you reinvest in yourself, and that then opens up an opportunity for you to find the community you were actually meant for, who will actually support you. I also see you getting more into spirituality as well, because this is clearly like a very spiritual situation going on here. So I see that as well. By the way, it was 333 on the camera, so you might want to look that number up later, just in case it's relevant to you. I see you being your own knight, you know, saving your own skin, coming to the rescue, catching yourself from this situation. You're not going to let this situation drag you down. You're going to learn how to turn this into a situation that works for you. See, all the cups are up here in the 6 of Cups. They're ready to be filled. You know, you have so much more optimism and, like, hope, I suppose, for the future. You're not going to let this situation jade you or make you feel like, you know, these friendships or community isn't for you. You're still very accepting of community. You're just reinvesting your light into yourself. And here you have Queen rising. So stepping into power, praise, coming up spotlight. I literally just said you're investing your light into yourself. Ooh. Stalker. Stalking, watching, obsessed. Sorry, I have such a strong reaction when I see that card because that is so scary. Okay. Bad reputation. Yes. Interesting. I'm seeing this in a very interesting way. Queen rising. So I absolutely love this. So the way this is resolving for you, as I've said, you know, you're healing, you're reinvesting in yourself, which is then opening you up for opportunities to find your community, to find your people, you know. You're with Queen rising, this is you investing in yourself so that you are really, really solid and you are your perfect version of yourself and you feel really content being with you, you know, because if you invest all of your love and energy and light into a person, when that person's gone, you feel very empty. But here you're feeling full. You've got this cup, like you're feeling full with yourself. You're not feeling empty. You're feeling fulfilled, whole, like no one could take that away from you. So in investing in yourself, you're creating this fantastic foundation for yourself. So that's how I see that resolving. And then also that really helps to find the right people for you, because instead of just taking on any kind of treatment because you need to find a cup to fill, instead of doing that, you're filling your own cup and you're like, well, how could you fill my cup? You know what I mean? Like, you're not thinking about how you can fill theirs too much. Like, you're looking at it from an equal standpoint, but also with the priority in mind that you're the only person who can take care of you. So you need to make sure that that's first and foremost, you know, that's the priority. But I do see that whoever this sort of falling out happened with, they'll be on your social media, they'll be looking at you, they'll be basically being quite nasty. So you lost a bad thing. Like, you didn't need this energy in your life. So it's really good for you, because you're gonna heal and move on from that and transform in a way that they might not, because we've got bad reputation here. So it could be that they sort of spread lies about you because they're jealous of the fact that you're handling this better than they thought you would. And they're probably going to talk about you a lot. That's the energy I'm getting. This was very similar to, I think it was Pal 2. I can't remember. But that's just the way it's turned out. Like, I feel like these are quite negative people. So, or if it was people, it could also be like a workplace situation. I don't know. But I see them sort of spreading lies about you, giving you this sort of like reputation as being like quite mean or cold. But the second people meet you, they see this strong, independent person, and they're like, oh, you're not cold, you're not mean, you are putting yourself first, and you're a really, you've got that queen energy. And so when we have coming up spotlight, stepping into power, praised, not only are you providing that spotlight yourself, but it's also helping others to recognize who you truly are and move away from that bad reputation. And it's also helping people to appreciate you, and then for those who are drawn to you to see you for who you are and come forward, So I see you getting a lot of recognition for this new person you're going to become because of this situation, this new, strong, positive person. So that was your reading, Pile 3. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, comment and subscribe. And if you felt drawn to any other piles, please feel free to check those out now. If not, I hope to see you here next week on Fridays for another reading on TìandTarot. Bye.